I am super excited to show you how to draw a soccer ball. So I'm making this step by step so you can follow along easily. Stop the video at any moment so that you can complete your drawing as we go. The supply list will be at the end of the post. So we're going to start our soccer ball by drawing a circle. I love the challenge of drawing a circle on my own, doing the best I can at sketching a round shape. I promise you that as you practice this more and more, you will get where you're better and better at drawing a circle. But if you would like to start instead with drawing around a shape to make a circle, that's fine too. I'm making it slightly to the edge of my paper because I want to decorate the background when I'm done. We're going to start with the inside pentagon. Penta means 5, so it's a shape that has 5 sides. We're going to start by putting a dot as close as we can into the center of our soccer ball. And we're going to draw lines that go out from this center, and we're going to draw 5 lines. This is a bit tricky. So the first one is going to go straight up to the top, from the top to the center circle, or there up if you want. The bottom 2 are going to look kind of like if you're drawing a stick figure and you want the legs. There's going to be 2 that go down this direction. So we're kind of cutting this into a piece of a pie, and we're going to be making 5 sections. And then we're going to take each of these and we're going to, best that we can, draw a line that cuts them in half. Do the very best you can. It's not going to be perfect, okay? Now a soccer ball is put together with pieces of leather in various shapes that are sewn together. So the first piece that we're going to draw has got 5 sides on it. Now we have 5 lines in here. These will be a guideline to make the center section of our soccer ball that has 5 sides. We're going to draw little dots along each line that are about 1/3 of the way from the center. So see, I've taken each line and kind of cut it into 3 parts. Now here, the first dot out, we're going to connect. The lines inside of the pentagon will be erased. I'm going to go ahead and do that so you can see the shape better. This is kind of the shape that a soccer ball is known for. There's our first pentagon. Penta means 5. Now we're going to make the connecting pieces of leather that radiate out from each side of that, and we'll use these dots to do so. We're going to make 2 lines that come down towards the side in each section. Now if you need to turn your paper to do this, that's fine, like that. If that makes it easier for you, you can just keep turning your paper. That does kind of make it easier for me. So the next step almost works like magic. So these sections have 6 sides. Once we've made these lines coming from this dot on the line, we're going to draw straight across. And you see what shape I've got now? A 6-sided shape here. Isn't that almost like magic? So these are each a piece of leather that's sewn onto this one. So let's finish up our soccer ball. From the lines that we just finished drawing, we're going to draw slightly, see this slight V right here? We're going to draw slightly in to that, towards this line on each one of these. So we're going to go out to this corner, draw slightly in on each side. Now our last step is to erase this line that our first line that we drew in the outer section of each piece that we just completed. I promise you, you're going to be amazed at what you've done. To do this step by step makes it so easy. Looky there, you've got your soccer ball. So these outside sections that we just erased the line in would also have 5 sections if you could see it on that side of the ball. This makes it look 3D. Now a traditional soccer ball has this part colored in black, and then as you radiate out, these are white and these are black. Now you can do this all with pencil if you'd like and shade this in. So you'd make these dark by using the side of your pencil lead. Let's make one in black and white with pencil, and then I'll show you how to do it in color. So we would use the side of our pencil lead to do our shading, and we would make it a solid color, black as much as we can. If you want to, you can use your finger and kind of shade it in a little bit to make it smooth. So that shading represents the black on a traditional soccer ball. We don't want to run our hands through it too much because that will smudge, but we can use our finger to kind of blend this a little bit, make it a more solid looking. Now something that will help this look more 3D is to make some light shading in between each of these sections that makes it look a little bit like that's the seam on the ball, like it's sunken in a little bit. We can put our finger over that a little bit, which does some blending. And And we'll do the same thing around the outer edge because the light is going to be coming down onto the soccer ball and it can't get to the back side of the ball. Again, I'm doing this with the side of my pencil lead. And then I just run my finger over a little bit like that. There we go. If you want, you could even make some seam lines with just little tiny ovals along that edge, which makes it look like they're stitching. So you can take time to do that if you'd like to. Makes it look more real. Now I'm just going to go over this outside line a little more so it pops on the page. There's our soccer ball. Now we can decorate the back of the page if we want to. I'm going to do a very simple thing, which is I'm going to draw a grass line like the ball is coming down onto the grass. I'm using the side of my pencil lead and just drawing kind of a zigzaggy line that goes straight across the page. That represents the grass. And then to show that the ball is coming down, I'm going to draw some motion lines behind the ball as if it's coming down and it's going to hit the ground and bounce. Now you know how to draw a soccer ball, and that wasn't hard at all. Now let's look at how this works in color. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more great craft videos from Welcome to Nana's. When we draw our soccer ball, we may want to color it in. I like using a black Sharpie marker to go over my lines, and I like permanent marker because if I use the water-based markers to color it in, it won't smear. Go over the lines as closely as you can, but when you're finished, you can come back with your eraser and erase the extra marks that you can still see. I'm going to come across here with my grass line just with an uneven zigzaggy line. This grass is never exactly the same height. Now I want these lines that come out of the ball to be like direction lines. The ball's coming down, it's going to bounce, but I also want to be able to color them in almost like they are fire. So I'm going to draw lines that come out, but they're also going to have like little flame lines on them. Does that make sense? Whoosh. They've kicked it so hard that it's on fire. Continue those lines out so you can tell it's coming in a direction. Bounce and go off the page. Of course, you can decorate your background any way that you want to or leave it plain. I decided to put some little lines on the ball to show which one of these are going to be dark. Before I color, I had a fun idea. What if we put our own seal on this ball, like it's our own soccer ball company? This is an extra optional thing you can do. Now I'm going to color it with crayons. I haven't colored with crayons for a long time. I'm excited to see yours. Please take a picture and put it in the reply section on the post. It has been awesome learning how to draw a soccer ball. For more great drawing tutorials, come on over to welcometananas.com and join the fun. One of the many things I love about drawing is that it doesn't take a lot of supplies or space. You need a drawing pad, a pencil, of course. I always need an eraser, and I keep a pencil sharpener close at hand. And then if you'd like to go over it, you can use black markers. I like permanent black markers because I can color over them with my water-based markers and they don't smudge. It's always fun to use colored markers to color it in when you're done.